amazing episode of Fame Idols Hangout, your number one program in the peak of the evening. At this particular time, there is no better place to be than Fame Idols Hangout. With me, myself, Osita, the rugged gentleman, and of course, my beautiful co-host, Joy of the Most High. And we're here to keep you company from now till 9-ish. Yes, let's call it 9-ish. So how did your week go? My favorite saying for the Wednesday is the Wednesday it was actually very beautiful, if I do say so myself. And if you want no weekend, we go sweet. Now for Wednesday, now you could definitely know. I hope your week have actually been going well. Your family and friends that went to the village for Christmas, hope so they don't come back. If they never come back, donate transport for them. You don't joke, they don't get transport, come back. Joy, what's good? A whole lot of your people.
Oh, your baby girl Joy is here, and I hope your day was fun filled and your day was blessed. Well, my own was blessed, and as you know, I went to Iyaba Syria Sports today and tested one of my favorite dishes. But at the end of the show, I will tell you the name of that special dish I tested today. Okay, so another thing again, let me tell you one little gist, one little gossip. I did not tell you, but some of my neighbors living close to me, they came back today from the village, and they said the traffic was hectic, and the traffic was too much coming back. But one thing I noticed is one woman living close to my house has not come back, and that woman, she you carry people on her head too much. They carry people for her head too much. I'm beginning to suspect maybe this transport fare issue don't hold her for village. But after
Now,
the show,
now,
I'll tell
now,
you the complete gist. I will
now,
tell you
fact,
the complete gist after the show. No worry. I will tell you the complete
it's
gist
not
and
like
more
one
about the woman.
thing.
No worry.
Now fact. Anybody will see day now, they enjoy village again. You not get transport. So if you know
Eh,
your neighbor is not yet back, if you know your friend is not yet back, if you know your folks are probably are not yet back, then you should start rallying around transport for them to come back. Anybody that is telling you is enjoying the village right now is not actually saying the truth. So for
yeah.
this particular episode, due to popular demands, as a lot of people actually requested, they said we didn't have enough time to discuss the story, or the reactions we're actually getting is they actually enjoyed the banter between me and Joy last week. This week Monday. So they said we should hold it on the guest. Yes, they said we should hold it on the guest invitation, that we should not invite any guest. We should not invite any guest for this particular program. So we'll just be doing the gist. Me and Joy will just be dissecting every single gist that we brought for you this particular evening. Believe me, I have something from Fireboy. Fireboy started the year in a very beautiful way. Fireboy, he started 2025 on a very high note. Yes, he started 2025 on a very high note. And also, as I said before, which week it's not going to be very, very, I like violence a lot, yeah? So which episode of Fame Idols Hangout won't we witness a little bit of violence here and there? Because I believe Mehdi is lighting fire, putting smoke where smoke not supposed to be. And also, I saw lawsuits somewhere in the stories we're going to be having today, whereby Moana is being dragged. Speaking of dragging, I believe Mehdi also did some dragging, and we'll hear about Beyoncé and a couple of other artists that were out there to, make a liver for there. You just have to stay with us till the very end of this particular story. Let me not let the cat out of the bag. And me, Osita, the rugged gentleman, I'm fully prepared, I'm fully ready to follow you up on this particular conversation till the very end. And I believe Joy is so much as excited as I am. Yes, of course, Joy is so much as excited as I am. So if you're watching this particular broadcast right now, I'd like to give you a secret. It's free. Not pay me for this particular secret. You could join in and the conversation at any given point. Yes, you should go join in at the conversation. If you feel you're enjoying what Osita is saying and you want to tell Joy, please, we don't like what you're saying because come on, I'm always on point. So you can drop your comment at
Now for your mind, though. Now for your
now.
mind. Let me just tell you. Now
Yes,
for your
of
mind.
course. So you could
Uh-huh.
drop your comment at any point in the show. You could drop your comment at any point in the show. Once you drop your comment, we are going to be taking it live. Yes, we're going to be taking it live. And also, if at any given point of the show you have something you'd like to say, just drop your comment. Whatever social media platform you're watching from, if you drop your comment, we'll take it live. Yes, we'll take it live. But do not forget, this is Fame Idols Hangout, your number one stop shop for everything entertainment, gist, celebrity gossips, and every single information in the world of entertainment and the creative industry at large that we feel you should be aware of, that we feel based on logistics you are supposed to know about. Yes, that we feel that you are supposed to know about. So with that, I believe we should jump right into the gist, Joy. I believe we should jump right into the gist because come
Yes,
on,
let's go
our
straight to the gossip. I want to hear all the juicy gossip. So let's go straight to the gossip.
without branching, why not? If not, just yesterday, the 14th of January 2025, I believe Fireboy came out with a brand new tear rubber video. Yes, a brand new tear rubber music video, and I'm talking about for the song Ecstacy. This particular video was directed by Olu the Wave, that super creative, super amazing cinematographer. He actually directed this particular video, and we all know Fireboy has been, should I say, when it comes to storytelling, Fireboy always keeps his A game. If he's shooting any particular video at all, you should know that yes, he's always doing the most. Yes, he's always doing the most. And I can remember the video. Of Yawa. I can remember the video of Back and Forth featuring Lagbaja. Yes, on that particular one. I can also remember the video of Ishe Oluwa. Each of this particular video has become a global sensation. Each of these particular video have actually, should I say sellotaped? I want to use the word sellotape. Yes, each of these particular video have actually sellotaped Fireboy on the global map. He has actually sellotaped Fireboy on the global map. He has actually kept him on that global map. So he dropped Ecstacy, and the video is amazing. I took out time to actually watch this particular video, and I knew from the story that he was actually trying to tell, from the costumes, because that's another beautiful thing about this particular video. I believe the costume department, or should I say the costumier of that particular video, actually took out his time to make this particular video colorful. The video was very, very colorful. And not just that, I believe I saw Seun Kuti doing his thing on that particular video, with the trumpet, right? Yes. Okay, yes, I saw Seun Kuti actually doing his thing. That horn instrument actually confuses me. I don't know if it's saxophone or, yes, I believe it's saxophone. So Seun Kuti was actually doing his thing on this particular video, and the video was amazing. The video is out on YouTube, and it's already getting a lot of reactions. It's already getting a lot of streams, views on YouTube. And I can actually remember Fireboy actually coming out to do Peru featuring Ed Sheeran. That was actually the song that it was actually it for me, because it actually once again put Fireboy on the global map. So speaking of Ecstacy video, what was peculiar for you, Joy? Have you seen the video Ecstacy?
Yes, I've seen the video, and that video is I would say, first of all, will I say the video is romantic. That's the first word I'll use. You know why I say it's romantic? That video features Seun Kuti. And when Seun Kuti was interviewed, do you know what Seun Kuti said? Seun Kuti said, why I joined in the production of this video with Fireboy is because, one, Fireboy is kind, Fireboy is open, and Fireboy said there will be a lot of women during the production
Okay.
of this video. Can you believe
Okay.
that? That's one thing that made Seun Kuti to join this video. But do you know who gave Fireboy the idea of bringing Seun Kuti on? It was Olamide, YBNL boss. He gave him the idea of bringing Seun Kuti into the song. And I think Seun Kuti did a good job in this video. For me, when I watch the song portrays romantic, it portrays a romantic scene, talks about, it explores overwhelming passion, feeling of passion, desires, and it portrays a deep connection between two lovers, blending tender affection with intense longing. That is the way I see the song. I love the song, and lovers, well, Valentine's Day is coming very soon. I'm sure that this song will be played very well on February 14th. Hey,
And
oh
that
my,
is
it will set the stage for the whole, the whole thing that
that
will be
is
happening. I don't want to talk too much. I did not say so, but I think so. And one of his fans also thinks so. So
But
I
come
love
on,
the
I
song.
believe
It's very romantic.
the song is actually Ecstasy, yeah? So it's actually in line with the conventional Nigerian Valentine. When we say
Yeah.
Ecstasy, we know that yes, it's actually in line with the conventional Nigerian Valentine, and that means that a lot of should I say, streams are still waiting. Yeah, the more we approach Valentine's Day, we believe a lot of people are actually going to be, investing their time and money into this particular song. And it
Yes,
gives me this sense of, should I say, welcoming, or this sense of inclusiveness. Yes, that is what I'm actually looking for, because Seun Kuti on its own is a brand. Now, featuring, or should I say, being a feature on Fireboy song is the kind of collaborations we actually like to see on the Nigerian music industry. It's the kind of collaboration we actually like to see on this particular space, because based on logistics, these people are already established. The only way they would actually proceed is if they get features like this. Joy.
it's true. This Fireboy song. And when I started watching the movie, as in the song, when I saw those ladies putting on their yellow gowns, and with the whole, with the whole way they were turning and dancing and everything. Oh man, I just love the song. I love the song. I was talking with my friend today. She said this song is going to be the first thing that will play on February 14th. That is going to set the pace for everything that will happen on February 14th. And I'm looking forward to it. Huh? I am looking forward to it. So, with that, let us go to our other story. Oh, this is on a sorrowful note. I'll
Okay.
use the word sorrowful. I'll use the word sorrowful because it's touching. It's devastating. It's on a sorrowful note. So let me tell you what. Let me give you the gossip, the juicy gossip of this story. This story talks about the fire in Los Angeles. Some of us may have heard about it. It's such a sorrowful story. The fire that happened at Los Angeles. So it affected so many actors, so many Hollywood actors like Paris Hilton, Mel Gibson, and Billy Crystal and Jeff Bridges. So many actors in Hollywood have been confirmed to have lost their home to this Los Angeles fire, and it is a very very sorrowful thing which happened to the families, and the families that lost so many things during this fire. Osita, did you hear about this fire? How do you think
Yes,
this
of
is going to
course.
affect the family?
I actually heard about this particular incident, and it was a sad one. Personally, I would say it was a sad one, because I'm still trying my best to figure out exactly what started the fire. Yeah, I'm actually trying to figure out what actually started the fire, because based on logistics, I feel I heard somewhere, from unconfirmed sources. Let me put it that way, that there are actually people that are called fire starters. Yes, I was reading online and I heard that there are people that are actually called fire starters. And these people, their sole work is just to go into the wilderness, go into the bushes rather, and set fire for reasons best known to them. So these people take it as a profession to actually start fires. I'm still trying my best to figure out the exact reason why, or the exact cause, yes, the exact cause of this particular fire, because a it was it was massive. Let me put it that way. It was massive. It affected a whole lot of people. It's led to destruction of a whole lot of properties, if I should put it that way.
Yeah. So among all these things, we've heard different, going out. We've not heard the specific thing that started this fire, but some people said
Okay.
that I don't know. According to the gossip, yes, some people said that some group of friends were at a club and they were insulting and they were insinuating that there is no God. That is what they said. They said there is no God, there is nothing like God, and the rest of them. And before you know what was happening, thunder strike from the clouds, and the fire started. Why some people said is because I don't know if it is true. That is what I heard. It's gossip I'm bringing to you. Okay, why some people said because the insurance company that is covering that estate, withdrew their insurance cover and the rest of them, which I don't understand. We've not gotten to the real reason why the fire started. We don't know what led to this outrageous and devastating fire outbreak, but don't worry, when we get the real details and everything, we'll come here and let you know what really caused this fire. But among everything that happened, we have our entertainer, Paris Hilton. She's a reality TV star. She started this fund for those that lost their home and the rest of them. They call it the LA Fire Relief Fund, and she's seeking for donations to help the families and communities and churches that have lost so many things in this fire. And without, in fact, if you're going to believe it, that Paris Hilton herself, she lost her home in this fire. She lost her home in this fire, and she said, let me tell you what she said. Let me read to you what she said. She said, even though she has lost her home, While I've lost my home in this fire, my thoughts are with the countless families who have lost so much more. Their homes, cherished keepsake, pictures, certificate and the rest of them, communities they loved and their sense of stability. This is really, really a devastating one. She started the donation with $100,000. Beyonce, all of you all know Beyonce, our beloved Beyonce. Beyonce mother also lost her home in this fire, and Beyonce also donated $2.5 million to the LA Fire Relief Fund through a charity organization, Bay Good. So this fund is aimed at assisting families that have lost their home and to support churches and communities. So Osita, what do you think about this fund? Do you think it's really going to be given to those families that are in need? What do you think about it?
Before I even talk about before I even talk about the funds that were actually donated, I would like to also bring to our notice that, because I saw somewhere that even the Duke and Duchess of Success actually donated clothes. Yes, they actually donated clothes and a couple of other relief materials to people that were actually affected by this particular fire. Now, believe it or not, I've actually witnessed, or I'm actually close to a couple of people that have had their houses destroyed by fire. Now, in as much as the money is very much needed, it's very much necessary, I believe there might actually be items in that particular fire that of that are of high sentimental values to these particular people. Yeah, there might be one or two things that no amount of money can actually replace. I know people of the Western world. Yeah, they are known for keeping things like their family heirloom, keeping things like should I say generational items. These particular things are things that might be passed down from 3, 4, 5 generations before it gets to
That's
their hand.
true.
Now, I'm looking at situations of whereby these particular things get destroyed in this particular fire. The donations are going to do a lot. The donations are going to make sure that they are not actually going to be homeless at that particular point. But then you and I know that these items are lost. Are lost. You don't go be say you
Yes,
don't go. And
you don't
about
go.
the question that you asked, yeah, I strongly believe, because the people in this particular matter, people who took out for this particular matter, are not just anyhow people. Now, I believe Beyonce is one person that she would actually be, should I say, articulate enough to actually follow up this particular matter. And speaking of Paris Hilton is not a newbie in the entertainment industry. I believe she has
Yeah.
actually gained her ground. So she being the initiator of this particular idea, she being the one that actually thought it right that, okay, let's create a fund for these particular people and investing as much as $100,000. I strongly believe that this money is going to get up to the families that are in need. The money is definitely going to be useful to people that actually need this particular money. And he go do the work what we say he's supposed to do. Yes, I strongly believe say he go do the work what we say they want to make this particular thing do.
Now, with all these things happening, because I told you before that this fire really affected so many Hollywood actors, it has been confirmed. Actor Mel Gibson, Billy Crystal, Jeff Bridges, they are among the actors that have been confirmed that they lost their home in this fire. It is so sad and so devastating. Well, amidst all this has also shifted the Oscar nomination. It has been rescheduled for January 23 and
Yes, of course. The Oscar nominations were actually rescheduled. The Oscar nominations were actually rescheduled for January 23rd, and not just the Oscar
the Grammy
nominations. Not just the Oscar nominations, I can say a lot of other activities that were supposed to take place this particular month, yes, or this particular year, but then they had to reschedule because definitely the whole, should I say, nation or the whole state, the whole country is not so in a happy mood. So it's going to be insensitive to say they want to start doing some kind of things because, okay, apart from the Oscar nominations, I believe the Academy of Motion Pictures Art and Science postponed the announcement of the Oscar nominations. That is one. They postponed it to January 23rd. Yes, they postponed it to January 23rd. And not just the Oscars, and not just the Oscars. I believe a couple of other people. That is Grammy Award also. Grammy Award actually scheduled for February 2nd. Reportedly proceeding as planned. Okay, the Grammy Award is not going to be postponed. Additionally, annual luncheon preceding the ceremony has been cancelled due to the ongoing crisis. Despite this adjustment, the Oscar is still set to take place on March 2nd. Yes, the Oscar would still take place March 2nd. That is, the nominations has been postponed quite all right to the 23rd, but the Oscars itself is still going to take place March 2nd. Yes, it's still going to take place March 2nd. I'm trying my best not to continue mentioning families because the list is actually long. I think Beyonce's mother is actually on this particular list. Tina Knowles for losing
Yeah,
her
she's on the
house
list. Yeah.
in this particular fire. I believe Eva.
You're correct. Beyonce's
Uh,
mother is also on the list of those who lost her home. She's on the list of those who lost her home. You are correct. That is right. Personally, I think the road to recovery is going to be a hard one. It's going to be challenging. The road to recovery is going to be really, really challenging because it is a sad thing. It's I don't know what word will I use to describe it. Losing home, losing properties, losing cherished things. Some would have their certificates there, some will have documents. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. No word can be used to describe how people would have felt about this. And some people even died in that fire. People died in that fire. It is a rough one. It's a hard one. So I think that this donation that is going on, words of kindness, public support, direct involvement of a lot of people is going to really help to offer up hope to those people in desperate need, those who have lost home, lost families, and lost things. Seriously, this recovery is going to be challenging. It is really
I'm,
going to be challenging. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be a long one. But I just hope
I'm
that
not
with
like
everything, the words of kindness is going to help them. It's going to help them. It's
not
not
like
easy at
not like
all. It's
not
not.
like not like I enjoy being the bearer of bad news here. But then I strongly believe a couple of artists that we actually have trying our best to give our heart to at this particular moment are artists like the actor Mel Gibson, Miles Teller, Jeff Bridges, Billy Crystal, Jamie Chunks, Brian Greenberg, amongst others are Hollywood figures, public figures here that have actually confirmed to have lost their homes in this particular fire. And also talk show host Ricky Lake, along with reality stars Spencer and Heidi Pratt, also saw their
Yeah.
properties destroyed in this particular one that we're actually talking about. And it's long. It's long. The list continue going on and on. So our hearts are with these particular artists that we actually mentioned like this. We're actually saying based on logistics, our hearts are with them. We are wishing them. Should I say I'm thinking of the right word to actually use at this particular point because it's a thing of the mind. Moving on from losing your property is actually a more of a thing of the mind. Yes, I feel it's
You know
actually
what?
more of a thing of the mind.
I think we should. I think, if it's your permission, can we please observe a moment silence for those who lost a lot in this fire? Families that lost family and friends and relations. Can we just observe a minute silence for them? Thank you.
That would that would actually be nice. That would actually be nice here. But then also, big ups to people that actually, should I say, big ups to people that actually donated. But before that, I think we'll take minute silence for the people that actually lost their lives in this particular fire. Our solidarity is with them. All right. With that, we say, may the souls of all the faithful departed rest in perfect peace. Yes, rest in perfect peace. And
Amen.
big ups to artists like Beyonce, big ups to the Duke and the Duchess, big ups to Eva Longoria. Yes, Eva Longoria, big ups to Jamie Lee Curtis. These are people, one or two people that actually, should I say, donated heavily. Donated heavily. If I'm not mistaken, Eva actually donated 1 million US dollar. Yes, 1 million US dollars for this particular cause. And Jamie Lee Curtis actually donated $1 million also for this particular cause, because they feel it's just their own way. Yes, it's just their own way of saying, okay, we are in support of their own support for people that actually lost one thing or the other in this particular fire outbreak. So I big ups to them. We also pray that such unfortunate incident, yes, that's the word I'm looking for, such unfortunate incident would not repeat itself anytime in the future. We pray that such unfortunate incidents will not repeat itself anytime in the future. And also, we pray that the people that actually lost one person or the other, or the
Yeah.
people that actually lost one property or the other, would have the fortitude to bear the loss. We pray that they would actually have the fortitude to bear the loss. And with that, we'll actually come to the end of this particular conversation. Before I enter the very next gist, I was asking this particular question for a very long time on FameIdols Hangout, and I do not think I've actually asked Joy this particular question. Joy, are you a movies person? Like, have you actually been in that situation where you have to go for auditions or stuff like that?
Yes, I have been in that kind of situation.
Okay, where you actually have to go for auditions and stuff like that. Would you say you actually prefer physical auditions or you would prefer online auditions?
I prefer physical audition.
Okay, you prefer that is going to the you prefer going to the audition ground, auditioning
Yeah.
there, and do you have particular reasons why you prefer physical to online? Let's start from there.
Why I do not like online?
Yes, why you prefer physical to online?
I think online will not show my expression and me. When it comes to movie audition, they want you to be able to portray the character. They want you to actually act out the character. So I think online will not show me, it will not show, it will not reflect what I am doing. It will not show that I'm really, really portraying the character. But when I'm there physically, they can see me, everything I'm doing. If I'm dancing, if I'm crying, if I have to interpret a role where I have to cry, or I have to interpret a role where I'm laughing, or I have to interpret a role where I'm dancing, they will see it physically and it's different. It's on a
Okay.
different level. Yes.
All right. I'm actually asking this particular question because I feel there are a lot of creative out there and a lot of industry executives, as I like to call them, that are not so much aware of, they are not so much aware of things we should I say, opportunities we actually bring on Fame Idols rather, on Fame Idols online. But before that, Joy, do you not think that with online, this is a monologue here, this is a monologue, you're going to just be you and your camera, you understand, you're just going to be you and your camera, it's a monologue. So don't you think they'll be able to see your facial expressions more when you are online?
Now, your question was about
because
audition. The question did
because
not tell
because
me it's going to be a monologue. Now, if even if it is going to
no,
be a
now,
monologue,
no,
yes.
wait,
If it's going
Joy,
to
wait,
be,
Joy,
let me
wait,
tell
Joy,
you,
wait.
even if the audition is going to be a monologue just to show my face, okay? But if I go physical, yes, they will see me. That's true. But my action is going to give me a more better score than they just seeing my physical expression.
But
Okay.
this audition that we are talking about now is for camera. You understand? This audition we're talking about is actually for camera. And now, when you are actually doing the audition in that is in form of monologue, in form of online audition, you're already facing a camera. So it actually gives the person auditioning you a better feel, of when you're behind the camera, because obviously you're going to be doing your online auditions from behind the camera. And also, doing your audition online, another benefit is you get to save transport. You get to save beautiful transport. We all know what transport is saying in Lagos State, especially. If
Now
you're
you're
going
talking
to be
about the
auditioning,
economic value of being online on online audition, which is fine. The economic value is fine, but I'm not complaining about the money. Was I complaining about the money? I wasn't complaining about the money. I am going there to give them what they want. The producers, they want to get action. They want someone who is going to deliver on the job. They want someone who is going to keep their fans entertained. So when you go there and they see you physically, you are giving them what they want. Your expression shows it. Even your movement shows it. Because the movie is not going to be just a monologue. The movie will not just show your face and then you just there. No, the movie is going to show you. You're going to act out the character you are asked to represent. So
Okay.
I think going there personally is good, because when you want to act the movie, are you going to act the movie only online and it's going to show only your face and you're going to sit down there like a
No,
robot?
no, no.
That's
This is
impossible. You won't sit there like a
you're
robot.
not understanding
You're
it. You're
also
not
looking to
understanding
act
it.
it out. We want your expression. Your hands are going to show it. Your body will show that yes, you are interpreting your roles well. So I think going there is going to portray and show that you can interpret your role. And I was
That
not
is true.
complaining about transport fare. Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if I should leave the economic aspect here, if I should leave the economic aspect, there are other aspects that you should actually look at this from. Number one is like doing monologues. Yeah, doing monologues. Now you're doing it from the comfort of your home. It actually helps your confidence level. If I don't know the kind of auditions you actually go to, but I've been to an audition that were over 300 people. You understand?
Okay.
We were over 300 people that wanted to audition for a movie job. And I'm very sure that the people that they were going to collect is not up to 20. Now, it's different when in the comfort of my house, I am given a script to interpret. I would have the opportunity to do it more confidently than when I have 300 other competitors looking at me. I'm putting it to you now. Basically, your confidence level is going to be different when you are alone. When you're in the comfort of your house, you have the opportunity to actually retake that particular monologue, that particular video that you want to submit online, if you do not do it to the best of your abilities. You understand? If you are in a physical audition and you should just maybe stage fright hold you. You understand? If stage fright hold you, you can actually make a mistake, and that's the end of it. The producer or the director might not be patient enough to have you have multiple takes. But when you're doing this from home, you have the opportunity. I don't like this video, I'm going to retake it. I do not like the lighting in this particular video, I'm going to retake it. I do not like the sound quality of this particular video, I'm going to retake it. You have the opportunity of, okay, I want to be alone. I've seen situations of actors saying the best time for me to actually show that skill is when I'm alone. If you're doing a physical audition, who are you going to tell the 300 people that actually attended that particular audition to go outside for you to
Now, let me encourage you on that part. Let me encourage you on that part. On the part of confidence, I think reading some motivational books is going to help on the part of confidence. Okay, it's going to help to build your confidence, because at the end of the day, you must come out. You must come out and act out
Okay.
what you have read. If the script have been written, you must come out and act it out. You are not going to sit in front of your camera and act it out. You must come out and act it. So I'm going to encourage you to read some motivational books, to read some books on public speaking, to read books on stage fright, so it can improve and build your confidence before you come out. Okay.
So,
So I think that is
so
as taking care of it.
after
Because at the end of the
after
day,
encouraging me,
you will not act it on the screen. You have to come out. If you're going to produce on YouTube, even if you produce on YouTube, you have to come outside. People must see you.
after
So only
after
just staying in your
encouraging
home and
me,
doing it online is fine. There is no problem. I agree with you. It's okay. But you will not continue to be there. Okay, you have to come out and let us see what you can offer us. Huh? So if you have not built your confidence, if you have not read some of those
after
books that will
encouraging me
encourage
to
you, how will you be able to show us that you have what we need? How? How will you show the
after
producers that you have what they
encouraging me
need?
to read books, yeah, after encouraging me to read books and read
To improve your
motivational books and
confidence,
spiritual
okay,
books,
and your public
what of
speaking, okay.
transport to get to the audition venue?
When you have passion for something, you will surely find a way. I'm telling you, when you have passion for something, you will find a way.
It's
Yes,
okay.
everything is
It's
possible.
okay. I think we'll put a pause on this particular conversation and we'll come back to it much later. But what I'm just trying to do at this particular point is let our amazing viewers know that if you are a creative executive, if you're a member of the creative industry, that is a creative executive, there are opportunities for you on our platforms here. There are opportunities for you on our platforms for you to take out the stress and should I say time. Yes, because it's actually very time wasting. Joy would actually agree with me that it is time wasting for producers to audition hundreds of people. She might want to
Mhm.
continue rooting for physical auditions, but then she would agree with me that it's actually very very time wasting to audition hundreds of people. Imagine 400 people being auditioned for a job of just 20 people, for just 20 people. Now it's actually much more easier because Fame Idols Online is actually giving you the opportunity to take out the stress of auditioning over 100 people, auditioning a lot of people, and then just announcing, your audition and shortlisting from our platforms. That is, when you have an audition that you want a wide range of audience to be very much aware of, you could actually get up on our site. That is www.fameidols.com. I take that again, www.fameidols.com. Once you get up on our site, once you get signed up on our site, you'd have the opportunity to advertise your audition. You have the opportunity to let people know, this is what I'm doing, this is what I do, and this is the audition I'm actually organizing. And immediately after announcing the audition, you could actually run it on our site and then shortlist actors from our site. Yes, these people have actually passed this particular audition, and you just call them for final casting. Okay, okay, gentlemen, your audition was beautiful. You've been casted for the lead role. Joy, your audition was nice. You've been casted for Waka Pass and stuff like that. It makes it so amazing. It makes it so
Hey.
wonderful. Joy, now maybe director, maybe you will tell me I will cast you. So these
No
are
worry, I just want to leave you. Might just leave you.
Okay.
I just want to leave you for this one. I just want to leave you for this one. No problem. No problem. I just want to leave you.
Alright.
But please come on and audition for our Fame Idol show. Okay, you will not going to regret auditioning our Fame Idol show. You will not regret it.
definitely, you are not going to be regretting it at all. These are one of the many amazing things that you could get to do on our site. This is the reason why I say you should be signed up on our site. I take the site again, www.fameidols.com. Once you're signed up, you have numerous information that are going to be beneficial to you and your friends, especially if you are a member of the creative industry, especially if you're a creative industry executive. If you know somebody that have been doing acting, music, comedy for a very long time and is looking for where updates dey, in dey find sharp update, not just our site, not just our website, but also all our social media platforms. You should be following us bumper to bumper, because me na update full my pocket. This blue cloth wey I wear na update full am, and Joy
Yes,
also, she
so
find update a full body, if I do say so myself. She
exactly. Yes,
she
so
pack
yes, so yes, so
And with that, I'll be moving to the very next story. Like I said before, what is a beautiful Wednesday without Basbos? Yes, what is a beautiful Wednesday without Basbos? I'm talking about Mehdi. Mehdi actually made some very. I'm looking for the right English word to actually use for these particular statements he made, because in get mind. Yes, make
he
it
made
sense.
claims.
In
He
get
made
mind.
claims. Yes,
You
let me say, let
understand
us
that
use the
one?
word claims. He made
Maybe get
claims.
mind.
He
Get the
claimed.
things you actually said. And
Yes, he made claims.
if you actually followed the interview that happened on the Honest Bot podcast with the popular OAP Nedu of Wazobia FM, you'd actually know that Mehdi was on that particular interview and he said a lot of things. Of all the things he actually said in that interview, the one that actually caught my attention is this particular one. I'd really like to hear the opinions of all our viewers right now. If you know you have a
Made claims. You know what he said? Let me give you the juicy gossip. Let me give you the juicy gossip of what Mehdi said. Mehdi, okay, let me start from the beginning so you can hear all the gossip, because you're here to give you the gossip. Mehdi reflects on career peak. He claims he surpassed Davido and Wizkid in popularity. That is what he said. I did not say it. Mehdi said so. But then, let me tell you what really happened. According to Mehdi, he said his 2011 hit single soundtrack surpassed Wizkid "Hello at Your Boy." You all remember "Hello at Your Boy"? "Hello at Your Boy"
yes,
was a great hit for Wizkid. It was one of the songs that even put Wizkid on the limelight. So that song, Mehdi is now telling us that his 2011 soundtrack single hit soundtrack is the title of the song. It surpassed "Hello at Your Boy" from Wizkid, and it was like, oh, what is it? What is "Hello"? What is "Hello at Your Boy"? Can you believe that? What is "Hello at Your Boy"? Huh? What do you think
yes.
about this? What is "Hello at Your Boy"?
Funny enough, "All Out Your Boy" by Wizkid is actually the song that actually brought Wizkid to limelight. I can remember that was when Banky W was still following Wizkid bumper to bumper, and that was the song that actually made me know who Wizkid Balogun is. Yeah, that's the song that actually made me know who Ayo Balogun, that is Wizkid, is, and it was actually a major hit for for Wizkid at that particular point. But then Mehdi came out to say not just being bigger than that particular, that his hit single was actually bigger than Wizkid's song "Hola at Your Boy," and also he said even Davido's song, Davido's hit track rather, back then, that his hit single was actually bigger than both "Hola at Your Boy" and "Back Then." Back then was a major banger. Back then was a hit. It was on every single street. Back then was on major radio stations were slamming these songs back to back. They were actually playing these songs on repeat. So I'm thinking the particular of Nemedis. That's why I said this particular claims are actually was actually made with overconfidence, because comparing your hit song to Back Then is overconfident. Is overconfidence of Mehdi. Now, he was saying at that particular point he was not able to live with Davido. Yes, I actually watched that particular interview for a very long time, and he claimed that Davido visited him in his room that he was squatting, because he was actually squatting with Peter and Paul Okoye, that is P Square. He was squatting with them in their mansion, and he claimed that when Davido visited his house, because Davido was barred from doing music for some time by his father. So when he visited Mehdi in his apartment, Davido himself said, Mehdi, I don't want to stay here. I can't live here. You understand? Because of the conditions, in quotes, that he was actually made to undergo while living with Peter and Paul Okoye. And also, he was also talking about, the fact that his collaborations with P Square, I can remember the song "Chop My Money." Yes, I can remember the song "Chop My Money." That
Yes.
was a major banger. I can also remember "Do As I Do" featuring Tiwa Savage. That was also a major banger. Even the remix of the song "Chop My Money" that he did with Akon, the mix of the song "Chop My Money" that he did with Akon, where he was told specifically, according to Mehdi, he said, for that particular video, they were supposed to shoot it, I think, in the United States, and Akon insisted that he is not going to, do that
Yes.
particular video if Mehdi was not there. He insisted that the only way he's going to do that video is if Mehdi is going to be present in that particular video. Now, and also Mehdi said after, that is, Akon told him to visit him, like, make I calm down, explain this way, because like Saturday rush. Akon told him
That's
to
true.
visit him in his office. You understand that kind of thing? And then he was given the opportunity by Akon himself. Akon told him, I would like to see you much later. Yeah? I'd like to see you much later. So when he went to see Akon, Akon was telling him, I know that it was you, the song we did together, that is me, you, and P Square, that actually brought you to this particular country. I'd like me and you to do something on a later date. You understand? That is after this particular song. I'd really like us
Yes.
to do something on a later date. And
Mhm.
it got to the point. Mehdi said he told P Square out of loyalty. He told them out of loyalty, out of trust. This is what Akon told me, and that was what caused major problem in their collaborations. That was what caused the rift in quote between Mehdi and P Square. A lot of people that actually followed Mehdi and P Square will know that they went from dropping hit tracks together to just P Square going their separate ways, and Mehdi will stop hearing from him after a while. So he claimed that the rift started when he told them about the collaborations that the statements that Akon actually made. And also he said, according to him, he said the major issue he had with P Square started when he started talking about royalties for the songs that they did together. When he started talking about, okay, these songs are already generating income, how will we take share up? That was where the problem started. Now, Joy, did you hear an official statement from P Square?
Yes. From all these things happening, Mehdi actually said that you cited some of the issues that caused issues and problem, the conflicts between P Square, that is Peter and Paul Okoye, and Mehdi. The other things that also caused problem between them was misunderstanding, financial misunderstanding. I don't know why we always have these issues when it comes to our Nigerian artists. I don't know. We've had, coming to the entertainment industry, we've talked about this before. Financial challenges, financial misunderstanding all the time. Why do we have financial misunderstanding? Why? Why do producers just they do not want to pay? Why do they hate to pay royalties? Why? Why do you always have this financial misunderstanding? Why do you always have it? I don't understand it. It's becoming something that is always happening, always happening, always happening. And you know, looking down into P Square and his brother, their separation with their with Jude Okoye, these finances, these financial issues is also part of the issue. It's part of
Okay,
why the conflict lingers. It's part of it. I'm
Joy,
not saying it's
Joy,
only,
Joy,
but it's part of it. Why do they have this
Joy,
problem? Why?
let's
Just
have this conversation. Let's
look
have
at
this
Skepta
conversation,
issue.
Joy.
There was no problem with finances. Look at Skepta, that a British Nigerian rapper. There was no problem with finances. But when it comes to Nigeria, producers always have issues with paying royalties. Why do they have this issue? It's
Joy,
as an I don't know how they feel about it.
let's have this conversation now because I'd really like to know your honest opinion on this particular matter. Let's look at this. You're talking about paying royalties now, yeah. But I want to know because a lot of artists are, speaking of royalty, a lot of artists are always out there to talk about royalties for both their song. And this particular thing is actually in the movie industry. You hear situations of people not getting what they are supposed to get from their movies. But we are talking music now, yeah. You'd see situations whereby an artist would, should I say, come all out for either a label, or should I say, either a producer, let me put it that way, either a label or a producer.
Yes.
And in the long run, you notice that this particular artist is not getting the money that he's supposed to get from that particular producer, from that particular label. And I've heard a lot of people have different opinions because somebody have actually said, okay, using this particular this situation as a point of contact. I had a conversation with somebody earlier today, and the person told me all true because Mehdi came into Lagos. Yeah, he came into Lagos to come and pursue his career. Mehdi was not in the music space. If not for the collaborations he did with P Square, he might have not gotten that particular platform to push himself. So people were saying these are situations that P Square actually took in Mehdi, actually brought him into limelight, and also gave him a place to stay, gave him accommodation in this Lagos. Accommodation is very cost. So people are always bringing the leg that it is their right to own his royalties. Yeah, it is their right to own his royalties. I've heard situations whereby people would say record label have the right to own royalties for these particular songs because they are the one that made these artists who they are. They are the ones that actually made these artists who they are, because if not for their platforms, these artists would not have gotten the opportunity to, shine, to blow. That they did a lot of work on this particular artist, and then what is this entire force about royalty, royalty, royalty?
I think our entertainment industry, we need to step up. Entertainment industry, we need to step up and stop these issues. Why is it that when it comes to Nigerian entertainment industry, they have these issues of financial misunderstanding? Why? Just Skepta's issue, only Skepta issue shows that someone can actually be honest. Someone can be honest when it comes to paying royalties. The person can be honest. And just check out, Skepta is a British Nigerian rapper. But when it
Yes.
comes to our own local place, when it comes to our own place, Nigeria itself, we start having issues with finances. What is this? Because you accommodated somebody does not mean you should not pay the person royalties. The person is using the talent to help you. Yeah, because whatever the song they sang together, P Square song and Made This song was a collab, but it was a collaboration between them. Everyone is putting their talents into this to make sure that that song become a hit. So if he's putting his talent, if he's bringing his own quota, you are bringing your own quota, then he should be paid. We should not be having issues on this. It doesn't tell well about us outside. It doesn't tell well about us on a global scale. It does not tell well about us. What is it? This is
Because
money we're talking about. What is this? How
because
long are you going to spend that money? How long? Why would you give yourself that kind of black name? Why would you give yourself that black name because you refuse to pay royalties? Why?
I've
It's
I've
wrong.
heard I've heard I've heard numerous scenarios. Not just the music industry is actually suffering this particular one. Even in the movie industry, I'm going to drag some. Okay, let me not call their names for this particular episode. But then subsequently, I might be tempted to start calling names on this our program. But then I'm going to drag some movie producers because they also are in this same boat of people that do not pay royalties to their actors. You see an actor would deliver a particular role so much to the point when movie, this production that they did together would start raking in money, and then you would hear the producer would just want to, he will want up everything. You understand? He will want up everything. Even in the comedy industry, if I'm allowed to, go that particular lane, I've had situations whereby somebody even tried it with me, also at the rugged gentleman. He wanted to not just eat his own money, he also wanted to eat my own. It is my talent, the one that actually developed this particular talent. Yes, I appreciate the fact that you gave me a platform, but then it is my talent that I'm using here. So you coming now to, say because of you actually gave me the platform, then you own me, in quote, you own me. That is. I'm looking for the right English word.
They are trying to
I'm
take
looking for the right
advantage of
English
you.
word.
They are taking
You
advantage of you. That
understand?
was the name. That is taking advantage of the person. You're taking advantage of the person's talent. You're taking advantage of what the person has to offer. That's what they are doing. That's what they're
So
doing. Taking
basically, at this
advantage of you.
particular point, I feel officially from FameIdols Hangout, me, Osita Gentleman, together with Joy, we are going to be dragging the ears of every music artist out there. We're going to be dragging the ears of every movie producer out there. Based on logistics, please pay royalties to your artists. If me and you should do a song together, and this particular song should start generating income, you should, give me my money. Portable will say no rip me. No rip me at all. You understand? Stop ripping
Davido.
people, not they give people money. And
Yes,
join me
so
a
yes,
very
so
little point
yes.
in the last program we did. The last program we did that was on Monday. Joy mentioned documentation, adequate documentations. Please, if you're an artist, you're trying to go into work with record label or maybe a bigger artist that that okay, it might get to the point where you have to start dragging this with this particular person, with this particular group of people. It is always advised you go in legally. It is always advised you go in with the right documentation. I mean, when Mehdi came into Lagos, if his claims are true, that what caused problem is actually royalties between him and P Square, because till this very day, I personally have not heard anything from P Square. But if his claims are true, I believe if he had actually went through the right documentations, once that time reach, you don't carry paper come outside. You go shop P Square and say, see where you sign, see where I sign. If you give me so percentage, and you go do transfer. If you not agree,
Yes.
we meet for Ikeja High Court. It's not hard.
Simple.
It's not hard.
Yes.
You don't meet for court. I call my lawyer, you call your lawyer. They speak all the English when they want speak. The court go determine who go do what he go do. And it's a very simple something. So it's always advised to go in with the right documentations. Those movie producers that are in the habit of ripping actors, it is very rampant in the movie industry, because most times you can shoot a movie. Okay, funny enough, Lionheart. I do not know if you've seen the movie Lionheart. That is Genevieve Nnaji and Pete Edochie was also on that movie. Nkemo was also on that movie. That movie
Yes.
was released officially 2 years after the movie was made. You understand? This movie was released 2 years after the movie was made. Now, I'm not saying the producers of this movie actually ripped anybody. I'm just trying to cite an example here, please. Do not quote me wrong. This movie was released 2 years after the movie was made. It came out and started bagging awards, started bagging the right recognition. I believe it started making the right money it was supposed to make. I'm looking at a situation whereby the actors that actually shot this particular movie has moved on with their life. Probably done
Yes.
some other job after this particular job. Then these movies will start making money, start grabbing the recognition it needs, and then the producers would sideline the actors and have everything for themselves. It is wrong. It is all shades of wrong. This is all shades of wrong. It shouldn't be tolerated at all. You should just try your best to, pay the actors whatsoever you are supposed to pay them. Pay them the money that was actually, agreed, and also, the money that comes back much later in form of royalties should also be paid to them. Yes, should also be paid to them. Joy.
So I'm going to tell you something. Before I go to the next story, we were talking about royalties. What are these royalties we're talking about? What are these royalties? Yes, the actors, the producers, they know. But there are some actors, maybe upcoming actors, that they don't know what these royalties are. Some upcoming actors don't know what these royalties are about. Some of these like Funke and Akindele now, who from box office she has become the top, the growth she has become the top on the box office. There are some royalties that are called to her film Jenifa. Everybody loves Jenifa. So every actor in that film should get something out of that royalty she's getting. Out of that royalty that film
Yes,
is making, because it is a collective effort of all of them. Their talent was put into making that movie what it is. Okay, so I will
but
just
then I
mention to
think
you for the upcoming actors. Um, wait,
go on,
I will
please.
just before the upcoming actors. Let me just tell you some kind of royalties so that when you actually go into movie properly. I'm talking about upcoming actors and some entertainers. When you go into movie properly and your song and your movie start making the hits that it is supposed to make, know that there are different kind of royalties that you can demand for. It is your right to ask for those royalties. So there are residual royalties, there are box office royalties, there are syndication royalties, there are home entertainment royalties, streaming royalties. These streaming royalties, you get it from maybe Spotify if you're music, and if you're a musician, you get it from Spotify, you get it from Apple Music and the rest of them. If you are an actor, if you're an actor, you can claim for residual royalties even when that movie, maybe after you have acted the movie and the movie is now aired on TV, there are some royalties that come to you. You should also demand for that. So with all this, I hope that you'll be able to be in a better position to ask for your royalties when your movie or your song get to that it hits that spotlight which you've been waiting for. So with that note, let us go to our
You know,
next story. This story, oh
before
my
we go to
goodness,
the
this
next
story is
thing,
talking
Joy,
about
before we go to the next
legal
thing,
action.
Joy,
You have something to say about Dosita?
yes,
You
please.
want to say
Before we
something?
go to the next, before we go to the next story, I just try to like to briefly elaborate on the kind of royalties you actually listed on. So, if you know you are
Okay.
a movie director, you're a writer, or other creatives, when a film or TV show is re-aired, that means that's already been aired on a particular cinema or box office per se, and it is re-aired. That is when you are entitled to the residual royalties. Yes, this is supposed to compensate the original creator for the continued use of their work across various platforms. So this particular royalty is especially for people that they made this particular movie and maybe showing in cinemas, or a particular TV station is replaying that particular movie. There is a money attached that you are supposed to collect by all means. Speaking of the other one Joy listed, which is the syndication royalties, these royalties are earned when TV shows is sold into syndication and earned on multiple networks. Yeah, when this particular one, when it's being sold sold into syndication, when they are playing it on multiple networks, different stations are playing your movies, then you are supposed to get what is called syndication royalties. Home entertainment royalties is earned from these are payments that are made from sales of rental of DVDs, Blu-rays, and digital downloads. That means your song is on the various sites, they are available for download. You're supposed to claim your home entertainment royalties from this particular site. And as Joy rightfully said, if you are an artist, you make use of Spotify, you make use of AudioMac, other streaming platform. There's a streaming royalties. With the rise of the platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, BBC, iPlayer, other streaming platforms, streaming royalties have become increasingly important. These payments are made when a film or TV show is available on streaming service, often based on the number of streams. Yes, often based on the number of streams. So these should just be things that we feel you should very much aware of. Things that, based on logistics, we go really, really like. May you know in the know. Are you a member of the creative industry? Are you an actor, or are you a filmmaker? Who else gives you this particular information for free? Know this and know when to demand your royalty. On FameIdols Hangout, you're actually pushing for the right thing. We would always push for the right thing. And then Mehdi, all your claims have been heard, and I believe I'll definitely follow up on this particular story if it comes out the way it should. If it comes out the way it should. But then we've not heard anything officially, like I said, from P Square. So we'll be waiting to hear officially officially from P Square. Yes, we're waiting to hear officially from P Square because the both of them, Umu Ejimabo, Umu Ejibawa, they've just been very quiet. They've not said anything at all. We're waiting to hear from the twins. Yes, we're waiting to hear from the twins. So definitely, if we hear from them, I'll definitely keep you in the loop, let you know exactly what I feel you should be aware of. So to the very next
You know,
story, if you may enjoy.
in addition to what you just said now, in addition to that, Mehdi has told us, I heard a little gossip that is set to release more songs, set to release, strong hits this 2025. So his fans are looking forward to what he has to offer. He said, I still have a lot to offer. I have a lot to offer. That is what Mehdi said. So his fans are, going to the street asking them what they feel about Mehdi. They say, we love Mehdi. It's been long. We miss him. And Mehdi says, I have a lot to offer. So his fans are looking forward to what he's going to give us this 2025. And we hope that it's going to be a hit, as he
That is
claimed before. Yes, I believe it's going to be a hit. I believe it's
That
going
is
to be a
what we're
hit.
actually
So
expecting. That is what we're actually expecting, and not dragging P Square over what happened 2013. We expect you move on and give us more hits, give us good music, and enter back into the limelight. The sky is big enough. You don't have to do basketballs. You don't have to drag anybody to remain relevant. There are other ways to remain relevant. If you release more hit songs, you would have more collaborations, and you would let bygones be bygones. For God's sake, you let bygones be
yeah.
bygones.
I think Mehdi is a kind person. I think so. I think he's a sweet soul, because even with all the issues, the conflict back then, he still describes P Square as amazing people. He said they're amazing people despite their conflict, and it's in the past. It's in the past. Let bygone be bygone, as you said. I agree with you. Yes. OC, I agree with you on this one. I agree. Let bygones be bygones.
Finally.
Forward and hope that Mehdi will give us hits as he has claimed. So we are looking forward to it. His fans are looking forward to it, and we wish him all the best. Now, from this leads us to our lawsuit story. Yes, we'll be talking about royalties and then the misunderstandings and conflicts in the entertainment industries. We are going straight now to Hollywood. Make una see say dis issue no be only Nigeria dey happen. It's happening also in Hollywood. So don't think that it's only Nigeria is happening. Let's go to the case of Disney. Disney is one of the most influential entertainment companies in the world, one of the most influential entertainment companies in the world. And Disney is on a lawsuit. Disney is facing a multi-billion dollar lawsuit over Moana claims. You all know that movie, that hit movie, Moana. We all watched the movie. I love the movie myself. I watched that movie. The movie was interesting. So Disney is facing multi-billion dollar lawsuits over that movie. I want to tell you everything that happened. So just sit back and listen why they are facing this and what you think about it. So Disney is facing a new legal challenge involving its blockbuster film Moana. And Moana has not been produced. Moana 1 and Moana 2, not just only Moana 1. So if you have not watched Moana 1, go and watch Moana 2. So Disney is facing a new legal challenge involving its movie Moana 1 and Moana 2, as this our writer and animator Book Buckwood has filed a lawsuit alleging that both films copied plot elements from his earlier screenplay. The project, titled Bucky, which he began developing in 2000, now let me tell you the full gist. Listen to the full gist. He said this movie, this suit was filed in California, and Bucky Wood is seeking for $10 billion in demand. $10 billion. He has filed a lawsuit against Disney for $10 billion. He's seeking $10 billion in demand. This is not a small case. This is situation. This issue is gaining a lot of attention. It's gaining a lot of attention because so many people are coming up to say yes, this issue with Disney, this is not the first time it's happening. It has happened before. So many people have spoken about this. It has happened before, and I think people are going to use this Bucky's case to also bring up their issues. What has been happening with them? What has happened before? People are going to bring it up and air their voice, air their own opinions concerning this thing. So this project, this Bucky Wood told us. Let me tell you what he told us. So listen to the gossip. He told us that when he arranged this his own movie, his project, when he started his project in 2000, the project that was titled Bucky, he went to Jenny Machick. Jenny Machick was working, is a director of development at Madville Films then in 2003. So he went to Jenny Machick. Why he went to him? Because he wanted Jenny Machick to help him with the development of his film Bucky. So he went to him, and Jenny Machick asked him, he requested for materials, his production plan, his character, his design, storyboards, everything. Jenny Machick demanded for all those things, telling him that he will help him to secure Disney backing for the project Bucky, which Bucky started developing in 2000. Remember, he started developing this in 2000. In 2003, he approached Jenny Machick, who was the director then of development at Marvel, because he wanted to secure a Disney backing for that project. Now, do you know what happened? Let me give you the juicy story. Do you know what happened? Because this lawsuit has been going on for some time. This is not the first time it's going on. So I want you to hear the full gist, so that when you are telling me your opinions, you will not be biased. You will not be biased, though. You will not be biased, because you're still talking about royalties. You won't be biased in this one. It's also happening in Hollywood. So in Hollywood, I mean, let me tell you the full gist. After 2003, Jenny Machick later started working at DreamWorks. Started working as the head of development at DreamWorks Animation. He no longer worked as a director at Marvel. So working there, he joined them in producing their movies and the rest of them. So Bucky Woodall is still saying that the the production plans, the character design which he developed then and showed to Jenny have used it in the new film that was produced in Disney, Moana. He said they use part of his plans, part of his design in their film Moana. That is what Bucky is claiming. So he's claiming that some of his design were used in the film. Some of the design were used in the film Moana. So, Osita, what do you think about this? Do you think that Bucky Woodall is saying the truth, or is there something going on behind the scenes that we don't know?
Personally, yeah, personally, if something is actually going on behind the scene which we are not aware of, I would not be the right person to actually say it here. But then I'm just looking at it from a perspective whereby, why is he speaking up now? According to him, these are the movie per se. The movie he wanted to release was in 2003, and Moana came out 2016. This is how many years later? If I'm not mistaken, 13 years later. So why, even the part one of the movie came out to 2013, and then the I'm thinking the exact year that the follow up, that's the part two of Moana. Actually, part two of Moana, if I'm not mistaken, it came out last year. It came out last year. That's 2024. So why the silence all this while? Why did they have to wait till 2024, from 2016 to 2024, before actually speaking out? If truly you feel your intellectual property was stolen, because it's classified as theft. If your intellectual property was stolen when the part one was released, that is when he should have come out outrightly to say, okay, this is wrong, my idea was stolen, and everything that should be done. You understand? So why is he waiting till this long before he's actually speaking out?
Now, you know what? This suit has been filed before. It has been filed before, and the court could not have substantial evidence to continue with it. So it was dropped at one side. But after Moana 2 came out, Bucky Wood have said he has proof to show that truly some of his designs were used in this movie. For example, he said, because he used the design of a Polynesian spiritual ancestors being manifested as animals in his movie, which he said was also in his Bucky project, which he said was also used in Moana. He said his own
Okay.
film Bucky also centers on a teenager who defies her parents' warning and sets out across Polynesian waters to save a threatened island. And that same storyline is also used in Moana. That is what Bucky is claiming. That same storyline is used in Moana, not only in his movie. So he's claiming that this is not coincidental. They used a story, they use his characters, some of the features on that film shows what he used in his production, in the project titled Bucky. So this is something that Woodhouse is claiming that he is right. He has evidence to show to back up his claim. So what do you think about it, Osita?
Yes, I feel I'm still trying to say the same thing. Yeah, I'm still trying to say the same thing because based on logistics, Moana actually came out and it's actually doing very well for itself. I mean, the movie earned $600 million globally. Yeah, but then what I'm trying to say is he is actually speaking up too late for me. If I do say so myself, he's actually speaking up too late for me because the part one of Moana, I actually watched it. It came out 2016. All these things he's claiming that is the spirits being represented by animals, that is the the lady, that is Moana herself going to save the island that turned out to be the goddess, you understand? And the necklace, this particular necklace in this particular picture here, that is being carved with that carving on that particular necklace. These are the, should I say, proof he actually claimed that were from his movies. These are his intellectual property that was actually stolen. So all these were in the part one of the movie that came out 2016. Why is he filing for this lawsuit in 2024? That is how many years later? Over 8 years later. What was he doing for 8 years? I strongly believe he, if to say na Nigerian, if to say na Nigerian, personally, I would have said he is trying to release something. He wants to release another animation. He wants to release a movie and he's just looking for publicity to actually release this particular movie. Because I do not see reasons why you keep quiet for so long and then come out 8 years later to claim that the animation that was already released is stealing your ideas from an animation you did not release. It's sounding all, very one kind in my head, but then I'm leaving it to the judicial system of the United States because I strongly believe this particular lawsuit, when the proceedings should actually proceed, when they should actually come out with the final judgment on this particular lawsuit here, it's going to change the narrative of animation in the United States, yes, in the foreign space. It's going to change the idea of it because people cannot just wake up and steal people's intellectual property. I believe it's going to cut down on intellectual theft going on in the entertainment space. So it's actually very, very relevant, and I would really, really like to see the end of this particular broadcast. That is a lawsuit, rather. I'd really like to see the end of this particular lawsuit because it's something that I'm so much interested in. I'd like to know the end. Is he going to win this particular lawsuit? Is he going to be paid $10
And do you
billion?
know,
What exactly are the judges going to say?
do you know what happened now? Do you know what happened? Now, I after I asked some questions with I talked with some fans about this issue. What did they think about this Disney issue? Now, someone told me I'm not going to watch Disney movie again because oftentimes their storylines is the same thing. That was someone said. Now, maybe because Disney have had these issues before. Maybe because they have had these issues before, because this is not the first time that they have been involved in similar legal battles. This is not the first time they have been involved in this kind of legal battles in the past. So, but then in response to all these issues from Bucky Woodhouse and in response to all of this, the director of Moana, Ron Clement, he submitted a declaration to the court. He said that Moana was in no way inspired by or based on Woodhouse Bucky project. In fact, the director is saying that he only became aware of Bucky, this Bucky project, after the initial lawsuit was filed. Now, one of their fans, one of Bucky's fans was saying that Disney, the production team should submit their production design, what inspired them to produce Moana. They submit everything to the court so as to prove that truly there was nothing from this Bucky project which inspired the production of Moana. Nothing. They did not use anything. There was no plot element. There was no plot element that was used in Moana. They are asked to submit everything. So we are looking forward to where this case is going to take us to, where this issue is going to take us to. We are looking forward to it. And whatever happens, we are sure to bring the gossip here to tell you everything.
Yes, of
So what
course,
do you
we'll
think
bring
about
the
the
gospel
gossip?
here and let you know every single thing. And I strongly pray, I strongly hope that the makers or the producers of Moana were not inspired by the Holy Spirit, because that would definitely mean they would have to take the Holy Spirit to court to go and testify how he inspired them to make this particular movie. Since they are supposed to bring their inspiration to court, if it was inspired by the Holy Spirit, then Holy Spirit is prepared. They go court. You have to go and explain exactly how the inspirations came. But then I strongly believe the moment moment we have the full gist, the moment the court proceedings is over, the moment they should do everything they're supposed to do, we will definitely bring you the full gist. Why are we here? Come on, FameIdols Hangout. We hang out and keep you informed, entertained, as the case may be. We'll definitely bring you the full gist and let you know exactly how it went down. And with that, we're going to go into the very last story of this particular episode of FameIdols Hangout. And this particular one is something that actually sweets me personally. But before that, if you're a creative and you'd like to be on FameIdols Hangout, if you're creative and you'd like to be on FameIdols Hangout, go to our website www.fameidols.com. Okay, Joy, use your voice, talk the website. People don't say my voice no sweet for this website. Make them hear her with your voice.
Okay, www.fameidols.com. Yes.
Once you're logged in on the website, you would see the opportunity to RSVP to our event. Just RSVP to the event, and once you do that, you would be opportune to be a guest on this particular program. You'll be opportunity to be a guest. Join me, myself, Ositaroge Gentleman, and the ever gorgeous Joy on this particular program from our virtual studio. Yes, you join us on our virtual studio, and not just being a guest, not just being interviewed on this particular platform, you also stand the chance to win 100,000 naira. You also stand the chance to win 100,000 naira. So once again, www.fameidols.com is the website to sign up and then RSVP to our event. As simple as it can be. As simple as it can be. And that leads us to our very last story. And this one, as I said before, is something that actually sweets me personally. I'm talking about Funke Akindele breaking the grounds once again with her movie Everybody Loves Jenifa, in a sharp comparison to the movie Mufasa. Yes, the movie Mufasa, that's the Lion King that just came out and is making waves all over. I mean, I've been singing the theme song. That's my brother, the song for Mufasa, my brother. I've been singing it since morning. I don't know. It can't be like saying my brother on the visa I too like her. You know, listen, I just the song now in this sweet me. But then I strongly believe, in sharp comparison to the movie Mufasa, that's the Lion King, Funke Akindele actually made more in box office. Funke Akindele actually made more in box office, while she made a whooping 1.466 billion naira in just 12 days. Everybody Loves Jennifer actually made that amount in just 12 days. But then Mufasa, the Lion King, actually made 173 million naira. Yes, 173 million naira. When Funke Akindele's movie have actually reached 780 million mark, that's 780 million naira mark. This particular movie was already far back. It was already far back. And you'd agree with me, Funke is actually the crown king of the crown queen, as the case may be, of box office, because her movie A Tribe Called Judah actually did numbers in the box office. The movie Battle on Booker Street actually did numbers also in the box office, and even the movie Omogeto, yes, Omogeto the Saga, also followed closely behind in her movies that actually did amazing in the box office. Funke Akindele is known for her storytelling prowess, her cultural relevance. She knows how to imbibe the Nigerian culture into a movie, and also her unwavering fan base. Her fans, they don't agree at all. She has become a force to reckon with in the movie industry. She has become a force to reckon with in the movie industry, and I believe she's always setting the standard. She's always setting the standard when it comes to the Nigerian movie industry. She's always setting the standard. Imagine a Nigerian movie that is a Nollywood movie doing better than a Hollywood movie. Not just a Hollywood movie, but a movie that was actually much anticipated, because The Lion King has been a continuing movie. It has been doing well over time. Lion King is very popular. It has been doing well. My mother actually watched Lion King. That is the cartoon that came out then. They've been sequels upon sequels upon sequels that were actually doing well. So a Nigerian movie doing more than a Hollywood movie is a feat to be celebrated, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, and this is not the first time this is happening. This is not the first time. It is uncommon for major Disney movies. It's uncommon for Disney movies to go to the second place. Wow, this is uncommon, but it shows that Nigeria, we can go places. It shows that Nigeria, we can do and undo. Let me just use the word. We can do and undo. Funke, we are proud of you. It shows that Nigerians can do and undo. We can go places and we are going global. This is not the first time Funke Akindele has done this. In 2022, if you remember Funke's film Battle on Buka Street, I watched the movie Battle on Buka Street. Funke also achieved this also in Battle on Buka Street. Her film Battle on Buka Street out perform James Cameron's movie Avatar: The
Avatar.
Way of Water. Yes, it happened in
Yes.
2022, and she's doing it again. She's doing it again. This is great. This is great. It put Nigeria out there. Who will believe it that Nigeria movie can actually surpass Disney movie in the box office? Who will believe that? But it's happening. It's happening. It's a reality. Akindele, you are putting us on the global scale, and it shows that Nigeria have talent. We have so much more to offer. We have so much to offer. We are proud of you, Jenifa. Everybody loves Jenifa. This movie shows that everybody really loves Jenifa. And our fans,
Everybody
they know
truly,
they agree
truly,
at all at
truly
all. Me, I know they agree. I'm part of our fans too. I no go agree, sir. I no go agree. What do you think about this, OC?
yes, of course, everybody truly loves Jennifer, and I'm using this particular maker out there, every producer out there, please, and please, you should do better. Groundbreaking, should I say, groundbreaking feats like this would be widely. If tomorrow, I'm not talking about Funke Akindele, I'm talking about you, the producer watching this particular platform right now. Amazing if you can celebrate you, if you can actually do better. Standard, follow the standard, and create your own standard in Nigeria. Would really want to celebrate you. Yeah, would really want to celebrate you. Personally, you'd have to do better to be celebrated.
Yes,
And
that's the truth. You have to do better.
with that, I think I would actually come to the end of this particular episode of a Fame Idols Hangout. As they say, whatsoever have a beginning should definitely have an end. If you leave me, if you leave Joy, we'll be talking from now till the next episode on Friday. So we'll just have to leave you a little bit and come back on Friday by 8 for this particular program, Fame Idols Hangout. Fame Idols Hangout comes your way Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 till I will leave you alone. Yes, we leave you alone to actually sleep. Joy, final words before we disband come out.
See, for me, you see this Funke Akindele thing, eh? Oh my goodness, it has inspired me. In fact, it has motivated me. Oh, I don't know the word I'm going to use. It has motivated me. I believe I can do great. I believe I can go places. So I'm encouraging you out there, my YouTubers. The other day I was supporting you. So if you're a YouTube producer, you are in the entertainment industry, you are an upcomer, always look for opportunities to showcase your skills. Look for opportunities. Like you can come on the Fame Idols, showcase your skills here. Go there, go out there and showcase your skills. You don't know who will be there to give you more opportunities, give you more of avenues to shine out. Okay, don't just limit yourself. Funke did not limit herself and she's going places. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. And I believe that you will also do great.
Yes, of
Kudos.
course. And emphasis, massive emphasis on learn, very important, and relearn. Those things that you think you know, you might actually need to unlearn them. For me, myself, and I, Osito, the rugged gentleman, and the ever beautiful, ever amazing Joy, we say have an amazing night and rest. If you'd like to catch me or Joy on social media, you'd walk down to our website, www.fameidols.com. On the website, you'd see me, Osita, there, you'd see Joy there, or follow us on all our social media platforms at Fame Idols Online, at Fame Idols Online. I'm there, I'm always there. Come on, Joy is always there. So these are avenues whereby you can actually link up with the amazing presenters of this particular program on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, X. Yes, and yes, I believe that should be all. Use YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. It's at Fame Idols, at Fame Idols, and on YouTube is at Fame Idols Online. Like, share, and subscribe until Friday. We say have an amazing night rest and enjoy the rest of your week. See you on Friday when it's weekend for us for the Super Friday edition, my favorite edition of the week. Till then, we say have a wonderful night rest. Bye bye.
See you.